What's going on, guys? We're back here at the brick wall. Yeah, I've been doing a little bit more with these video journals lately, just because I feel inclined to do them. So, gonna do them. It's interesting. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I don't fucking know what I'm on about. So I have been felt this sort of frustration earlier today. Frustration with society. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like the spiritual path is, or even, the psychedelic path is one that you take to become sane, which means society is insane. You know what I mean? It's like, you don't realize it at the start, you start walking this spiritual path, you don't know what it is yet. Start taking psychedelics, you don't know what they are yet. And then all of a sudden it's like, Jesus, everyone doesn't think like this. Like, this is just me, or like a handful of people around the world. Like, you start seeing the fucking absurdity in society and culture, the way people behave, and it's like, fuck, you're so ignorant. Like, and it becomes lonely. This path becomes lonely because it's, no one can everyone's like operating around like the shallow end while you're at the deep end. You know what I mean? And I feel like sometimes it can be hard to talk about deep shit because a lot of people aren't there. You know what I mean? It's like, if I've got some deep existential metaphysical problem and I'm like looking all glum and someone asks me what's wrong, but I know they're not really into this sort of deep shit, it's like, what? I don't fucking know where to start. There's no reference point, It's like, you're not going to understand what I'm saying. What I'm going to be saying is going to come across as fucking psychotic and delusional to you. But to me, it makes perfect sense. I don't know. I mean, you got to be true to yourself. Like, it's a hard journey to take. The psychonaut journey, sorry about the wind. I'm not sorry, it's a natural phenomenon. What do you expect? But it's a lonely journey because, psychedelics are stigmatized. They're illegal in most of the world. Spirituality is looked upon as silly. The majority of society, especially the West, are ignorant to psychedelics and spirituality and what they can actually be used for, what their benefits are. And so when you go down this road, you're basically like a pioneer. Like, society hasn't given you the tools to help work out what you're experiencing in your head. All these, like, you're taking fucking weed and mushrooms and you're reading all these spiritual texts, and it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, this is like all making sense to me, but you're not given the tools to completely wrap your head around it. It's like, you start thinking, oh, maybe I'm crazy and everyone else is normal, because to everyone else, you are crazy, but to you, everyone else is crazy, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's like, the thing is though, once you open Pandora's box, you can't close that shit. That's open forever. You have a peek inside Pandora's box, you can turn a blind eye as much as you want, but that's still going to be there in the back of your head, and you're going to have to face it sooner or later. It's like, you're going to take the blue pill or the red pill. Take the blue pill and you will stay insane, but believe you're sane because everyone else perceives you as sane. Or take the red pill and actually go sane, but be perceived as insane by everyone else. You know? This is why I think people are scared to go deep within their psyche. I think a lot of people have thoughts, like these sort of metaphysical thoughts, but they cut them out. They're like, a thought comes in, it's like, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. I'm not going to explore that because I could become crazy. I'm not going to go down there. I think people don't want to go down there is because if they do, yeah, you open Pandora's box and you start, you know, you can't close it and you have to face it. And so it's a lonely journey. You're a pioneer. You haven't got a lot of tools with you to help that journey. It's like, I think people don't want to go down this journey because, yeah, you're going to be alone at it. The majority are not going to understand what you're doing. And we are primal creatures, really. We're animals. We're just like any other ape. I mean, you know, we're humans. We're a bit fucking different to the rest of the animal kingdom, but we still have animal urges in us, and the big animal urge within us is community, is pack, is tribe. You know, we want to feel connected. We want to feel, you know, we're social creatures. We need a tribe. We don't want to be alone. So I think people dismiss all this shit that seems so out there, because if they get into that, they're going to start becoming like a lone wolf. And no one wants to be an outcast. No one wants to be separate from the pack, you know? So it's either you take the fucking blue pill, be ignorant and, you know, pretty fucking clueless to what life is, but be around people, you know, have your community, have your pack, have your tribe. Or you take the red pill, you may lose a lot of your tribe, you may not be around a lot of people, but you're gonna find out more of what life actually is, what it means to you, what more of the purpose of life is, and finding true, fulfilling, satisfying happiness. It's like blue pill, be unhappy, but you're with a lot of people. Red pill, be happy, but you're around no one. I mean, this is to the extremes or whatever, but yeah. And so yeah, the a common trap that you can get into though is not doing anything with your life except being frustrated with the world, you know? It's like, oh, I can see all these metaphysical and spiritual things, but no one else can. And you just spend your whole life getting frustrated about the world and trying to be righteous about your own position, rather than actually doing the practical work and integrating what you've learned. I mean, yeah, this is fucking hard. This is like the story of my fucking spiritual journey so far. It's hard to step outside that righteousness, to step outside the frustration, and just be like, okay, forget everyone. This is my life. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do my mission. And my mission is to, you know, to love people is one of the things. Like, I mean, yeah, you can disagree with someone's idea, you can think they're a bit ignorant, but it's not, you from a place of love, you can see where they're coming from. You can see their social and cultural constructs that have been given to them. You can see, the natural progression of them. You can see why they have those thoughts, and so you love them. That's what love is. Love is understanding where someone is. But yeah, and so I've been really trying to take action with my life, and it's not been easy. It's been slow, but I feel like I'm making some progress. I mean, I feel more resilient to things. I feel more, I don't know. I feel more, I feel less attached to how my emotions are. Like happiness comes up or sadness comes up, depression, anxiety. I just look at it more like this is just, this is the way it is. This is the journey that I'm taking. It's all part of the journey. This is helping me towards where I want to go. Like, you can be depressed or anxious or frustrated, but still be in a state of understanding, still be in a state of love. Like, I think a lot of the time I used to, get into states, get into depression or anxiety or anger and be like, this is not okay. I've been resisting it. I'm like, this is not okay. I don't want to be here. Like, fuck this shit. But I feel now it's more sort of like it comes on and I'm like, this is okay. It's okay that I'm feeling this. The very fact that it's here means that I need to feel this. It means that it is okay to feel this. It means it's part of my journey, and it's helping me get to my vision of what I want to do or want to be, whatever that fucking is. I don't really know if I have a fucking clear vision of that at the moment, but yeah, I just realized that it's all part of the journey, and to just be present with it and not judge it or resist it so much. So I feel in that sense a bit more resilient to my negative emotions. More awareness around it, more space to hold that emotion. I don't know. So yeah, I've been trying to take action more and more, just on little things like, fuck, I don't even know, being more proactive about like appointments and shit like that, like going to doctor's appointments or having to ring someone up on the phone to sort something out. I used to be like so fucking stressed out about shit like that, and I still am, but I sort of view it as like, okay, well, I have to do this. Like, there's no point in resisting it, and I go to make a phone call, and my fucking whole body's filled with anxiety, sure, but it's just like, I have to do this. I've got to fucking do it, and it's gonna be over in like a couple of minutes anyway. What am I bothered about? Like, that's the funny thing is that what I've realized is that when you've got like this big event coming up, it's like that's the end of your life, like the big event. Like, you can't perceive anything after that event. It's like, I've got this big event coming up, I've got to prepare for this event, it's all about this event, I've got to prepare right now, I'm worrying about it. But do you ever worry about what's happening after the event? No, you just go, oh, forget that. I'm going to put all my attention and energy on worrying about this event. Don't care what happens after. Well, starting to rain. What I'm saying here is that we should remember that there is stuff after the big event that we're worried about. And so if I've got some phone call I've got to make, just remember, I've got to remember that it's like, well, after this phone call, I'm back to life again. Like, I'm back to just me again. What am I going to do after that, you know? It's not all about this phone call, you know? So I've been feeling a bit less anxious about shit like that. Where it's just like, well, I just got to do it. Just do it without thinking too much. Don't think about it too much. Just fucking get it done. It's not an easy journey, but I mean, you've got to just do it. You've just got to do it. You've got to take action. Yeah, procrastination is a big one. Procrastination. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. What was this video even about? Just be true to you. Just follow your mission. Don't let anyone or anything get in your way. Treat everyone with love. But yeah, that doesn't mean you have to do what they want you to do. Treat people with understanding. Try and understand how their mind works. Be the knowing of them. And yeah, I don't fucking know. Here you go. There's a video for you.